I know that you guys are all accustomed to a little bit of Legion on Tuesday, but not today. Tonight, we're going to go into the unpredictable lives of four teenagers as we play Monster Heart. For those of you who do not know, this is a very heavy RP system that is, as put in its statement, very queer friendly. So, letting you all know this is an 18 plus stream. If you are not 18 and plus, do us all a favor, turn off the stream now because it's going to get a little bit different. With that being said, I would like also to go and let my players know if there are ever any moments that things seem to be getting a little bit too much. They can lift their hands or they can go and do a kill sign for us to fade to black. Because sometimes it can be a bit much, as are all temperamental lives of the young folks. Yes, Melanie.
Um, a viewer is saying that they cannot hear Dizzy.
This doesn't surprise me at all. Got you. I fix it. I fix it.
Oh wait,
Okay,
but I can hear you.
I can hit Izzy. I think it might.
Yeah, that might fix that. I was
Better?
muted during that entire spiel.
Fuck,
Oh.
hear me.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. Support us. Follow our Facebook and Instagram. Patreon.
Please.
Do the thing.
So,
Please and thank you.
for those of you who are not who are a little bit new to the system, because it's one of those things, I will just go and let you know our players are playing monsters. Does everyone know that though? Not really. You see, they're growing into it. They are young people with actual lives.
I'm
And
perfectly
as we
normal
go
human.
through, exactly, some of us are just
Yeah.
straight up normal human beings.
I'm
So,
perfectly normal.
to get a better idea of them, I would like to go and have them present themselves. And as we present themselves, I'm going to read to you the very first little paragraph that pops up in Monster Hearts for them. So, Melanie, would you please be so kind and present yourself today in class?
Well, my name is Jane Smith. That's right. That's my name. My friends call me Imogen though. The ones that promise me things and don't break their promises.
Ah, you see, Imogen is Fae. At the edges of this world just beyond the veil, there are colors that few mortals even dream of, beauty enough to shatter any heart. The Fae live and breathe at the edges of the world. They keep a dusting of that magic tucked away behind their ears, just in case. And, Dizzy, who are you playing tonight?
Well, my name is Piper Windsor, and it's a pleasure to meet all of you.
And Piper, who are you at school?
Well, I'm nothing more than a good influence, a star student, if you will. Someone that people are just dying to be around, apparently.
Well, you see, Miss Piper is sort of a little bit of a thing of a queen, but in reality, playing as a hollow, uncertain, unstable, impressionable, and lost. The hollow doesn't have a past and is struggling to imagine their future. They're in the midst of an existential crisis, and being not quite real, they can only look to those around them for answers. Difficult life for you, Miss Piper. Oh, and Miss Whitney, who are you playing?
I'm playing Corinne Barker, and I like to sit back and silently judge everyone else in my class.
Ah, sounds like a lot of people I went to school with. Miss Barker is playing the witch, brooding, vengeful, secretive, and occult. The witch bides their time silently, judging others until an opportunity for magical retribution and mischief presents itself. And Leo, who are you playing tonight?
Hello. What's up? I'm Tomas, and I've really been in this school for long ass time. I keep getting stuck here in a loop every so often and have to relive high school again. I died somewhere around, I don't know, the millennium. Don't really know.
Been about 22 years.
Oh, damn.
I tell you.
Man, I was just chasing the wrong girl. Got me in trouble.
Happens from time to time. A little bit of bad tail gets you in trouble. You see, Leo's playing the ghost. Lonely, wounded, caring, and creepy. The ghost has experienced intense trauma and now seeks validation and intimacy. They have the potential to provide care and healing for others, but also tend to ignore personal and physical boundaries. So now that we have it all said, I would like to go and give you a little bit of story. You see, because our players have been fortunate enough to make it through the school year. And what a hard year that it has been. So busy with classes and parents and the interlining strings that connect us all in some way or another. But graduation is at hand. This is your final year here at the Van Helsing Academy, and you're getting ready to head out of school for good. For some, that's a new life. For others, more of the same. You were informed that the biggest celebration of the school year, prom, is coming up in 2 weeks. And, well, there's so much happening. Will you find out who's going with who? What are your plans after you graduate? Are you going to college or are you just going to stay in this one horse town for the rest of your very odd life? With that being said, our story begins in our homeroom here at the Van Helsing School. Mr. Lewis, a young gentleman, bald, looks a little bit like me, I suppose. Uh, he puts on a tie because he has to. You've seen him smoking cigarettes in the back every once in a while. And if you're nice enough, you might be able to go bum one off of him, but don't tell anybody. Mr. Lewis is kind of going through the normal thing of the day, as you're seeing everyone taking their seat. Uh, all right, okay. So I'm not gonna do attendance. It looks like all of you are here anyways. So forgive me. I have announcements. Give me a second. None of you have ever really walked up to him when he's drinking his morning coffee, but you probably know that that might have a little bit more than what it needs to. As Mr. Lewis goes to go sit down, you do see a hand jet up. And you all know her as Tanisha Williams, or as some of you may know her, the that girl. Sir? Sir?
Dancing girl.
Yes, Miss Williams. By chance, I know that you had talked about us taking a real quick quiz this morning, and I didn't notice that you mentioned anything. So it's just I'm not saying that you have to do it. Miss Tanisha is a young African American girl, real big brown eyes, glasses that make them look even bigger, really tight braids in her head. She's always very well dressed, and you see as she states that Mr. Lewis is kind of, yeah, okay, sure. Um, you know what though? I'm gonna go and say that TV time. I think it's TV time. I think it's gonna be TV time, and I'm gonna maybe go roll in the television. But anyways, besides from that, give me a second because it's almost time.
I'm gonna
You
be
hear?
looking
Yeah.
right at Tanisha and staring at her. Like,
You
what are you
see
doing?
Tanisha Boldface does this. She does not move.
He's
She
like,
catches
she's
your
got
eyes
balls of steel.
and she lets you know you don't scare me, Jack.
I like her. She's smart.
It's not the first time that you've had a little bit of a bump with Tanisha, but you know what it's worth. If you pay her, she'll actually do your homework. But that's besides the point.
Uh,
You hear the PCAs. young contemporary souls of the Van Helsing School. This is your principal, Annabelle Van Helsing. It is a pleasure to have made it this far with you into your academic journey. I would like you all to take a moment and breathe in deeply. It's almost over. Nothing but 2 more weeks of finals and perhaps a little bit of preparation for the big event, our prom. I'm so excited for all of you. Please, for those of you who are part of the yearbook club, I would like you to go and be in my office by 12 o'clock today. We'll be having a lunch on me. So, also, if you have any questions or if you're going to be taking graduation photos or getting your high school ring, please feel free to come up to my office to go fill out any type of documentation. I look forward to seeing all of your faces. Oh, and today, I will also be having exiting interviews with all of you. So, um, I believe, allow me a moment, let me go and check my paperwork here. I will be seeing Mr. Lewis' class first. So please feel free to go and start to line up, and we will go and have our face to faces. I look forward to meeting you. Have a lovely morning, and may the sun always shine bright on your future. Goodbye.
I kind of look around just a little bit. Does anybody else think that she's just a tiny bit too chipper?
As you turn your right hand, Rory. How does Rory look, by the way?
Rory? You mean Piper?
No,
Oh no.
I has to click. Roy kind of looks like that.
Oh, Roy.
Uh, he's kind of a dark-haired guy, kind of pale. Like he's not anything like super like noticeable. He kind of blends in.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think that woman, either someone is either pissing in her Cheerios from early in the morning, or maybe someone's eating that ass real early in the morning too. But she's way too goddamn chipper, bright and early, and I can't fucking stand it. Drives me crazy.
Roy, why do you
Corinne
always...
is sitting in the back, rolling her eyes at the fact that Rory apparently doesn't understand what pissing in someone's cereal means.
Roy,
You know,
I don't think that means what you think it means.
I'm pretty certain that means what I think it means. I'm not. I'm not sure if you. Well, I'm sorry. I don't. I don't mean to go and talk back. That's my bad. But it can
Tomas
mean what.
is
It can
gonna
mean whatever
turn
you want.
around.
It can mean whatever you want to me, Miss Piper.
That's what I thought.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Corinne rolls her eyes again at Rory and just tragic.
Uh, Tomas is gonna definitely just hiccup a laugh at that little trash.
as
Uh,
you. Oh yes, Miss Smith.
Jane
Jane.
is sitting there doing a puzzle, and it kind of looks like she's not paying attention, but she gives a little giggle when Corinne says tragic.
When and Corin, you pick it up. You notice that some people are actually paying attention, and as that happens, your friend Ty, they them. Ty is not very tall, real short buzz cut on one side of their head, a little bit darker skin. They spend a lot of time outside. They're very much the naturey type. Lots of you could swear that Ty owns 3 shirts and 3 pants, and you have seen them wear each and every one of these at least 300 times in the time that you've been here. Them
I
dressing
have.
up is making sure that these clothes are washed. So as you go, you see Ty kind of leans in. Hey, hey,
What?
did you notice that like people laugh at you joke? That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not. You're funny.
I mean, whatever.
What?
She rolls her eyes at them, but
But you are funny.
also she rolls her eyes at them, but also smiles because she doesn't want anyone, especially Ty, to know that it makes her feel good inside. But obviously it's not working and everybody knows.
And you go, you see Ty. It's like, but it doesn't matter because they, you know, they kind of they have a little bit of a break every once in a while when they get nervous. It's fine.
Hi,
Yeah.
it's
Is
fine. It's fine. I know what you were doing. It's fine.
Yeah,
But thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, sure.
Do I know Theodore Regamond? She's behind me.
Oh, Theodore Regiment. She's actually a French exchange student. You do know Theodore.
Ooh, French exchange.
so looking at the class thing, I'm gonna like I can Ty is on the other side of Theodore from me,
Mhm.
and if I'm gonna look over and see if I catch their eye, and if they do, I'm gonna wink at them.
Are you
And
going to be
they'll-
turning them on?
No.
Because funny thing is that even though you didn't want to, sexuality is very fluid in this
I
game. So I'm going to
mean,
need you to go and roll 2d6 for me,
I
please.
would be fine with that. That sounds. I'm also going to use my Feywild dice.
Go for it.
Oh, that's cool.
And let's watch Ty literally burst into flames as they
Did you
gonna
say
notice it.
2d6?
2d6.
Also, I don't know if you want to count this. I have a thing that says the Wild Hunt. When you draw upon your most feral manner, add 1 to your roll to turn someone on.
Well,
I
you
think you
haven't
have to
really.
do it. Like
Roll
do
the
a
10.
thing.
You
I
rolled
didn't
a
really
10?
do anything except wink, but
No worries. Corinne, as you're talking, and you see Ty just, yeah. They stop, and all of a sudden you just see them, and they just stop.
I kind of, I don't smack them necessarily, but it's kind of like that, just like, hey, what are you doing? You're
she
being
goes back
weird.
to working on her word book.
Why are you
Wh-
staring at Jane like that?
Be
I wasn't
creepy.
staring. What?
You
No,
were 100% staring at Jane. What's your
I
problem?
was not staring. What are you talking
She's
about?
gonna think you're being creepy.
Speaking of creepy, I am totally turning around to look at the girl behind me.
So,
Get it.
so as you turn around, and let's see, where are you? So you're going to make sure that I know where. As you turn around and you meet eyes with Miss Theodore.
Yes. I'm going to just very casually just kind of look, set my elbow on her desk, be like, pause for a second, kind of looking lost, and go, Parlez-vous anglais? Sorry, my French isn't that good.
You're correct. It is not.
You know anything about these exit interviews?
She looks at you. Besides from the fact that they were mentioned for their past 2 months that we were going to be going through exit interviews,
Mhm.
perhaps if we were listening a little bit more, we might be able to catch.
Oh,
But
then
too
I wouldn't
busy.
be talking to you, would I?
That is fair. And you see that she looks down at her paper. Thomas, yes?
Yes.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Thomas, has
Yes.
anyone ever told you that your complexion is reminiscent of a Renaissance painting?
Ever. Is that a good thing?
No,
Tragic.
but for your sake, I do find your demeanor entertaining, if nothing else.
Oh, I'm here to entertain.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
You see that she looks at you, and her eyes get very, very intense.
Ooh.
Are you a man of your word?
Always. What do I look like?
Ah,
If not a Renaissance painting.
so true. You
Corinne,
know.
listening to that comment, thinks you look like an idiot.
Do you say
But
that?
No, just
Oh,
listening to
okay.
it because she's very invested in this conversation.
you see
Mhm.
that she leans in and she just gently taps the monster can. You know the difference between a lot of Renaissance paintings and the modern day. The depictions of martyrs. Are you a martyr, Thomas?
Don't want to die for anything. That's what you're asking.
I only want it if you're willing to die for it.
Not for an exit interview.
You see that you catch her completely off guard with that. It's just like,
He's got like the dumb vibes, like.
And she stops. She just said, it is not for the. And you see that the door opens up, and it's actually one of the secretaries. All right, everybody, let's go and start making up a line. Everyone, please, please, please. Thank you so much.
Piper
Now
just
Mhm.
let's
listens
try
to
her.
everything going on behind her. This boy is dense as the day is long. Bless his heart.
You notice as Piper stands up, her clique, the Harper, Roy, and Thomas, they
I mean,
walk up as a little semicircle around Piper, and you hear Roy. Well, Miss Piper, I've been thinking, right? And please, I know, but I've been lost in thought, and well,
Boy, help you if you ain't ever lost.
but it's not just that, but I was, with your permission, you see, I was thinking maybe I could go and well, there's this girl inside the homeroom that I think is nice, and I
Are
was
we
maybe
hearing this
thinking,
conversation, or is just
oh,
there's
he's whispering it as you guys are walking. Man, I was thinking, uh, maybe if it be okay, if it was okay with you, because I'm not sure if you want to do it in a group, because we can go in a group, that's fine. But I was thinking maybe going and asking uh Miss Corrine to see if she'd be willing to go out and go to the dance proper with me.
oh, dance proper with me.
Oh, Rory, that's so sweet. Why don't you invite her over? Let's see how it goes.
You see, he puts his eyes down. I don't know if we should. I don't think she's like that. She looks like a nice girl, Miss Piper.
Why wouldn't she
I
like
wouldn't
it?
hit that, dude. Says Tomas as he's walking past.
You see, it completely throws him the fuck off, and it just like the whole conversation just stops. Right, and he just keeps
As Rory's freaking out. Korean.
God.
Uh,
yeah, Piper.
Jane stands, like, pops up behind her and says, "The way you said that was chilling. I appreciated it."
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Korean, come here.
I go over to Piper and her clique.
Now, Rory, don't be shy. Ask. Do the thing. You got this.
what?
Well,
Miss
you,
Piper,
obviously I'm okay with it. Why would I not be? Just a chance to make another friend.
you see this 6 foot gorilla of a man look about maybe 4 feet tall as he shrinks himself down. Miss Baker, I would like you to come to the prom with me if you be so kind.
Now, that's not the right way to do it, Roy. You need to slow down. Not everybody can hear your jabberjaws running
Corinne is
miles per hour.
incredibly confused at
Miss
whatever just came out of his mouth.
Miss Parker, if you, I would be, I think it'd be real sweet if maybe I could maybe get
Oh, for
you a
heaven's
corsage.
sakes, Rory. Corinne, Roy wants to go to the prom with you.
He just big doofy smiles.
Corinne just blanches from shock. You have never spoken to me before. We've been in school together for years. And now you want to ask me to prom. Why?
I would like to take a very large slurp of my monster.
I, I think you're real sweet, and I think you're real smart, and um, I think you will look real pretty with a corsage.
Corinne can't help but just. It's not a derisive laugh, but it's also not the light laugh that you would expect from Piper.
If you'd be so kind, will you roll cold for me? Are you shutting him down?
Damn.
So I wasn't going to shut him down. I was going to, again, it's not a light laugh, a flirty laugh, but it's not a derisive laugh. And I'm going to look at Rory and I'm going to say, I think we would need to get to know each other a little better don't you think?
Well, I think that'd be mighty fine because we got 2 whole weeks. And if you ain't busy later on, I could go. I would love to go take you out for a soda pop.
Oh, sweet.
You know what? Okay.
You serious?
Piper would
Yeah.
like to interject, please. So, Piper is going to try to like offer the sweetest smile she possibly can and be charming, and look at Corinne and be like, you're always welcome to hang out with us. There's plenty of room for you. You're so kind and so sweet.
And you real
Corinne,
smart too.
absolutely. Corinne really gives that a derisive laugh when she says you're really kind. Considering I sit back and again silently judge others, and really the first word that I said in today's homeroom was tragic.
It flies right over Rory's head, and he's still just smiling. Piper, how does that make you feel in that moment?
Mm-hmm.
This cunt really just.
This cunt.
You notice as that happens, the other 2 people in her clique get real close. And as they do, you kind of see them kind of put their head behind Piper's. The lady only asked once. And you hear Harper, she don't ask twice.
I look at Harper and who's the other one?
Thomas.
I look at Harper and I look at Harper directly in the eyes and I say, just because I was laughing at her comment, Harper, does not mean that I was laughing at her. Maybe be a little less protective of your queen and let her make friends on her own, because she seems like somebody that I would get along with. I look at Thomas, whose name I obviously couldn't remember, and I say, and as for you, you're not important enough for me to address by name.
You are going to roll a cold on that one.
Oh,
That is
okay.
150% rolling a cold on that one. Yes.
Hot damn.
I got a 10.
I get pulled into this. I'm just
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Shane,
wait,
Shane
hold on.
is
I
like
forgot the,
sitting here.
No, mine.
Like,
No,
I'm
there's
sorry, it's
another
just my-
Thomas.
Drama.
There's another
Oh,
Thomas.
is there another Thomas?
Yes.
Yeah, Thomas.
Oh, there's
yeah,
two.
Oh, I was
Tomas.
like, damn, I'm like in line.
So
Yeah.
They're
you,
spelled
since you
differently,
succeeded,
though.
the next time you deal with this person, you get 1 forward, meaning you get a +1 to whatever the hell you plan on doing with this person here.
Okay.
You see them complete this statuesque looking man looks like if his eyes start to water a little bit as he just kind of did it. And you see Harper kind of lean in a little bit, and you notice for just a split of a second, as though Harper's teeth get a little bit sharper than what they should. That's very unkind. No worries. You have a good day now. We got our exit interviews coming up.
Ooh.
Don't mind him, sweetheart. They're all a little loopy sometimes. Again, always welcome.
And as they kind of walk off, you see Rory just jump in. I won't let nobody hurt you, Miss Barker. I promise.
Oh, I know you
Rory,
won't.
you can just call me Corinne.
Right, Miss Barker. No worries.
And if you could, since she's already gone, and I know that you're going with Piper.
Oh no, Piper,
Piper-
if Piper's still there, please, Piper.
Oh, okay. I look at Piper and I say, I truly do like you, and I think that we could be friends. I like how you are able to tactfully say things to people and possibly them not understand that you're insulting them. I enjoy that very much.
I like your snarky personality, so I hope you're right.
Thank you.
And with that, you see they start to walk off, and then all of a sudden, bro, and this big motherfucker comes out from the side. Thomas, and when they wrap their arms around you,
Is this Brian or Greg?
it's Brian. Brian,
Oh, Brian.
this
Or,
big, hefty mother-fucker. Just, oh, and you see that he picks you up a little bit. You ain't eating enough, brother. You need to go and get some protein in you or something. I tell you, you always look like as though you need a sandwich. I swear to God. How the hell? But how are you? You doing good?
Dude, have you heard about these exit interviews? I don't know.
Oh, I did
I'm
mine
walking
last.
into.
I did mine last week. She just sits with you and gonna ask what your plans for the future are and shit like that. Don't even matter. I'm gonna become a pro fucking basketball star. Who gives a shit? I
Hell
don't
yeah,
give a
you are.
shit.
Hell yeah,
It-
you are, dude.
but but that really depends if my partner decides if they want to do this thing with me right now, and
Mm.
so it's a thing. So I'm not really sure, if Jeremy and I are gonna be able to do that, or if we're gonna move in with each other or not. You know how that is. It's weird.
We got a game next week.
Oh yeah,
I need you to focus on that.
I
Mhm.
just came out to my parents and shit, so you know how that is. Like everybody's freaking out. It's just but yeah,
Man, that
fuck it.
sounds
I'm
tough,
I'm
dude.
fine. I'm fine. I only cried a little bit. I'm good. I'm good.
How's your mom doing? She's
Not
the one
good.
I was worried about.
She's pissed the fuck off.
Dude.
I'm pretty certain that she didn't kick me out because I'm too big. But that's fine. It's fine. I'm not even mad about it.
Bro.
I mean, if anything, I can come stay with you, right, Thomas?
Yeah, sure. We'll go camping or something. It's about
We
that
can go
time of year,
camping,
right?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And
I'll
you
stay
see
with
as
you,
he,
dude. You know you got my number if you need me.
yeah. And you see
Mhm.
as he walks up, he just smacks him in the ass. Whack! And he just goes, he keeps on
Oh,
going.
all right. I'm gonna I'm gonna get you next.
You see him stop and he turns,
Mhm.
then he
Mhm.
just picks up an eyebrow and he keeps
Oh,
on walking.
I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. I forget. God. Who was that? Greg or Brian? I'm sorry.
That's Brian.
That was Brian. Okay.
Brian is a lot more than me or with himself. Brian is just loud.
By the way, so Corinne, I saw her take something out of one of my friend's bags. Which friend was it?
Oh, it was one of those guys. They don't go to this school anymore. They actually dropped out because they got real sick. It was weird.
Mm, okay. I've been keeping my eye on her, but
Hmm.
also finding her because I'm very intense when I look at people. I don't really blink. And so that's what I've been doing to Corinne while she's talking.
And that's fair. You all start to make up to your line, and Miss Smith, you are actually first in line to go and speak with Miss Van Helsing. And you see that as the door opens up, it's warm and inviting. There's lots of medieval art on here. Cherry
Ooh.
cherry wood. It literally looks like if you walked into a medieval parlor. You notice that there is an actual blade up on the wall. There is a suit of armor in the corner, and you see the absolutely stunning visage of a platinum blonde, fox face, very lupine features. As she sits and she leans, Miss Smith, please sit.
She is looking at all the stuff that's on the wall. I don't think she's ever been in here before.
Oh, you haven't? Most students haven't. I know this is a new experience, but please don't be afraid. A lot of these are from my family, through generations.
She sits down.
Mm.
I forgot to say
Yes.
earlier. This is out of character. That everybody gets one string from me,
Oh,
and that sounds
For
like
you?
important information. It says give everyone one string.
Okay.
okay.
So
Since they're kind of a social butterfly, so
yeah,
so you're able to go and work that out.
it says you wear
But
your heart on your sleeve. Give everyone one string. It also says I get two strings from somebody.
well, you can message me the person that you have these strings on. And as you're there, well, Miss Smith, I know that you've been doing quite well school-wise. So, what are your plans for the future?
I think I like travel.
Ah, and did you have in mind where you would like to go?
Hmm. I don't know. Everywhere? I mean, um, the south,
Everywhere.
the south of France is beautiful this time of year. And then there's Japan, and of course China, and um, like the street food in China, it just looks delicious, um, and then just everywhere.
Interesting. I'm glad to see that travel is in your future. Um, with that being said, I do have one more question for you. Forgive me, I have a cat in my office that's knocking shit down behind me.
I see that.
Don't pay attention to that.
Don't pay
Anyways,
attention to the moose behind the curtain.
What I would like to ask, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be? You don't have to tell me the why. I'm just curious.
If I could change anything,
If
You'd
you have to
change
think on it too much, it's not in your heart. What is the first thing that comes to your heart, Miss Smith?
I don't know if I would change anything. The world is quite delightful as it is.
Ah, I see. A purist at heart. Change can be difficult. You see, as she stands up, you never really realize how tall this lady was until she stands up next to you. And she's 6'3", easy. Slender, athletic build. And she walks up and she leans down very close. It has been an honor to have you here at Van Helsing. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing how things go for you in the future. You've done well for yourself, and I do believe that the future that is in front of you is one that is bright.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Miss Smith.
It's been most illuminating being here.
I'm gonna roll something real quick. When she leans in, there's a whiff of perfume that goes past your lips and across your face like a caress. You feel her power. You don't know if it's because she's principal. You don't know it's because of her statuesqueness. You don't know if it's just who she is.
It could just be because this is a gorgeous, gorgeous lady, and I'm very bisexual.
And as she leans in, you feel this warmth in your chest for a second. Miss Smith, are you all right?
She's
Of course.
she's having a gay panic.
The boy panic is real.
I mean, sorry.
Good job, Leo.
You just go and see that she gently goes and puts a hand on you. And as she does, you notice her hand's a little callous. She looks like she does some type of martial art or something. And she guides you
That
to the
doesn't
front
help
door.
things.
Thank you so much, Miss Smith. Miss Piper, please.
Yes,
You can leave.
ma'am.
You can leave your entourage outside the door if you don't mind.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
You see them all kind of
brings them back.
sulk as they.
Can I like hang around Rory?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do we note the panic in her clique's eyes as they're being separated from their queen?
You see it in Harper's face and in Thomas because they've had a rough one. Rory, if you go look, every once in a while he does this.
Just sorry, out of character, real quick. Could we maybe shorten Thomas Lancaster's name to just Tom?
Yes.
Just to make it a little less confusing.
Yeah. That works because I'm like, whoa.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't know there was a Thomas when I made his name. I'm
Well,
sorry,
my
guys.
character is a TAMAS, so it's hard to tell.
So, but
It's just
you
Tom.
see, Tom is having he's still in his feelings, but you notice very much that Rory every once in a while is just kind of doing the whole like.
Mm-hmm. So
And
I'm
Yes.
gonna be looking at like the weird artwork on the walls, contemplating it, but every once in a while, like there's gonna be a long silence as I'm standing next to him, and then I'm gonna be like, Barker, huh?
Shit. God damn, you don't make a fucking sound. What about Miss Barker?
I'd be careful, dude.
You see, he puffs up his chest a little bit.
Mhm.
And why is that?
I say this because, man to man, I care about you. I remember you were on the team last year, huh? You did pretty good. I know you went and joined the football team, but really good.
Well, Miss Piper said I was built more proportionally for the football team, so I decided that's where my best interest would lie.
Now I take a note that that's why he's not on the team anymore, because I'm like, geez. So why Barker? Just curious. Seems kind of scary, huh?
Well, sir, I don't go and question your likes, but I will go and tell you this. There's something in the darkness that can be learned.
Fair. All right. Think for goth chicks. Got it.
And he just gone. He ceases to fucking function. And for what it is, you can, if there was a hamster in there, you hear the
Oh no, poor
Gone.
Tom.
And he
Is that what it was? Is that what it is goth chicks, or does he actually care, like, have any interest in Corinne as a person, or is it
you
just
would
like
have to find out, Miss Corinne.
something
But
something in the darkness is alluring?
but for what it is, you see that he well yeah
Goth by
I'd like to
suspicion.
I'd like to lean in. Like I'm still looking at this crazy artwork on the wall, contemplating it, but I'm gonna lean in and be like, don't let her take anything of yours, dude. Fair warning. I'm gonna just kind of like turn and start sipping.
you see that he leans into you. You make it sound like a though you've dated her before. Is that what we're inclining here?
Wouldn't say we dated. I'm not. I literally have never dated her. But
When
then
you
like,
say it,
never
you
dated
see
her.
his face harden real quick. You wouldn't say that, would you? What would you say exactly?
All I'll say to you, dude, she'll fuck up a dude. She wants to. And she'd chew you up and spit you out. If you're not careful.
But then you see that he kind of pulls back. But, right, right. Well, I do appreciate that knowledge. Yeah,
Oh, we miss you on the team, dude.
right. No,
Mhm.
I miss you too. Shit. And you just see that he goes. He walks away for a second. He's like, right. Miss Piper, as you walk into the room,
Wait.
m-
Can I
Miss,
interrupt?
yes.
When I walk out of the room, do I see my friend Keelan?
Oh, they're standing right there.
Okay. I want to go find Keelan, and I want to like lean up against the wall and like half onto him.
What's wrong?
Wrong.
She's so dang attractive.
The principal? You fucking what?
Yes. Look, have you
Now that's my
even
type of
looked,
perversion.
laid eyes on that woman?
She's like 7 feet tall. What are you talking
Yes.
about?
Makes it better.
Oh,
Big
God.
lady.
By the way, he calls me Imogen. He knows to call me Imogen.
you
He
just
may not
going to
know
see
the
that
reason why, but
he just goes and turns Imogen. You need better taste in women. Like seriously, this is questionable at best. At best.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
She's just so pretty
Can I
and
notice
strong.
kind of
And she has calluses on her fingers, man.
probably from
Can I-
choking people. Have you looked at that woman?
Can I
I-
notice
I
that
would let
she
her
is
choke
clearly
me.
in a state of like sexual frustration and tension as she
together.
comes out and try to just kind of like
Teen spirit.
overtly, but also attemptingly covertly to try to scoot my way over to hear what she's talking about.
Yeah, I'd say that you screw yourself a little bit.
If you scoot yourself over and I notice, I will like grab onto your shoulders and drag you over.
You get pulled.
Oh, hi, Jane.
She's so
Sorry,
pretty.
Ooh.
Barker, she's
Oh,
I don't know.
who's
The Van Helsing,
Annabelle.
the
Her
prince?
name is
Annabelle. Why do you call her
principal.
Annabelle?
She's talking about how hot she is.
I know, but why does she call her Annabelle? Do y'all have a thing?
That's her name. That's how she introduces
You have a
herself.
thing?
You should call her Principal Van Helsing or Miss Van Helsing.
In her mind, they have a thing.
No,
Never
I
mind.
didn't know we don't have a thing.
Corinne, whose mother is absent from her life, thinks that something clicks in her brain, and she looks at Jane and says, "Do you have a mommy thing?"
Ew, no.
Okay, all right.
No.
I just wanted to make sure. Some people, I don't know,
I have a
man.
mommy thing.
Some
I
people,
mean, that's
I ain't
fine
buying
with
it.
you. I will support you, but
I ain't buying it, man. I ain't buying
no,
it.
that's not me. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't, because if you
I
did,
don't
I
need
wanted
a
to
mommy.
extricate myself from
No.
this conversation as quickly as possible.
I need a strong,
Extricate.
confident woman.
The long word.
That sounds like a mommy thing.
As,
It's not a mommy thing.
as you two continue to
It's
beat
not a
each
mommy
other up,
thing.
Miss Piper, you make your way into Miss Annabelle's office. Miss Piper,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you?
Well, I'm doing just fine. I hope you're well today.
I am always. If the sun comes up, I am well.
Piper
So-
inside her head. Maybe somebody did piss in her Cheerios. Maybe that's her thing.
And she just kind of looks at you and smiles as she sees you lost in thought for a second. Oh, no worries. You see that she wears 6-inch heels in her business suit as she takes a seat and firmly stares at you in the eyes. Her eyes are unmoving. This woman exudes power, and you know it.
Piper just smiles through it, not affected.
Miss Piper, I've seen that you have done quite well, especially now in your last year. It is quite impressive.
Why, thank you. I appreciate it. I do work rather hard.
You do. My interview with you is a little bit different. Miss Piper, um, now that you're going to start your way out into the world, um, out of curiosity, what will you do with your followers?
Where are they gonna go?
Well,
Sorry.
they'll just simply become legions like they are for my father. They'll add and add and add, and it'll be just the way it is. They'll never leave me.
God.
What an odd way to put that, Miss Piper. Huh.
You know, true friendship never dies.
Neither do I. Sorry.
True
Apparently.
friendship. Miss Piper, the reason why I'm mentioning this to you is because I do want you to know the world outside of high school is different. You're very much in a bubble that you yourself have maintained. And I salute that to you as a powerful woman to a powerful woman. But I would like to humbly remind you, and you can just put this piece in your pocket if you like. Free will is important. And I know that they may seem like you're friends forever, but friendships do change. I want you to be prepared for that if that was to happen. You're a strong girl. I look forward to seeing you blossom into a stronger woman. I just don't want you to be heartbroken if your friendships were to change.
Oh, I completely understand change. Miss Van Helsing. You have nothing to worry about there. I also know how to handle change. Very well.
She smiles. Right. Well, from one woman to another.
Yes, ma'am. I will take your word as you have presented it.
You see, she stops and she looks down at her desk. And she gently passes her finger across the velvet cover. And she pulls up a fountain pen. Friends, I quite like fountain pen. And she goes to go write. And she writes your name down on a piece of paper. You see the ink run out. From time to time, they must be refilled. And that can be done with love. She folds it. And as she folds it, you see that she makes it into a little bird for you. Here, for you to put in your pocket.
Principal Van Helsing, if friends are like fountain pens, I plan to be their ink, and they will never go dry.
What's a
So poetic.
An artist at work. As
Well-
always, Miss Piper.
I did tell you, I didn't tell you, did I? I got accepted in that college as an English major. So, hopefully.
Congratulations! Good for you! Oh, I'm so glad. And you see that she walks up to you and she gives you a big old hug. And
Big lady hug.
as she
Sorry.
wraps her arms around you, you feel muscle underneath that jacket. And you realize if she wanted to, she could snap you in fucking half.
Can I take it? Like, is it like what is she?
So pretty much what she's doing.
The player is
Right.
conflicted about this statement.
So right now what she's doing is that she is gaining a string, and you can react on this. You can give yourself to them. You can promise something they think that they want, or you can get embarrassed and act awkward.
Oh, let's promise something to them.
You see, as she goes, she pulls back, she holds your arms tightly. Miss Piper,
Miss Van Helsing, I promise that I will always uphold the standards that this school has taught me. It's been such a blessing to be here.
I love her.
oh, you're very sweet. That's quite possibly the sweetest thing I've heard all day today. That's
Well,
very kind of you.
I hope you hear more sweet things. Today is early.
Odd. My teeth hurt listening.
one
to this
one does
story.
get more with honey than they do vinegar, really. And you see that she gently goes and pats you on the shoulder. Strong women are defined by their own. And keeping in mind, you can still make others strong as well. It is part of the divine phenomenon. Be proud of that.
The inner
you
darkness in her twinges at this comment.
And you see that she opens up the door and you feel that hollowness in you, like, ugh. Ugh. But then the other part of you,
Oh,
so as you make your way up. Oh, Mr. Thomas, please.
All right. Real quick question I have on conditions.
Hmm.
So if you get a condition, I know it's like a way where you mess with someone, or
Yeah.
if they get labeled as something bad.
Yeah.
Would I have just done that with Rory?
Yes.
Okay, because like now he thinks I'm like into this girl or was into this girl
So
he's
with
into.
with Rory, you've got a condition.
Okay, I was just like I was trying to understand what conditions were. So okay.
So as you go and you come on in, you
Okay.
see Miss Annabelle.
Mhm.
Mr. Thomas, if you'd be so kind as to leave your drink outside.
I just don't say anything, and I just drop it in the trash can.
Oh, you don't. Well, that's fine. Um,
I'm very uncomfortable, but I'm being very stoic about this. And I come, and I sit down.
Mr. Thomas, how are you?
So good. Principal, how are you?
You can call me Annabelle. I will soon not be your. Oh no!
We lost Mel.
Huh,
Welcome back,
David.
Mel.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
that was weird.
you died.
I apologize.
You died. I'm glad
No
you're not
worries.
dead.
I live. I live.
So-
I promise.
I live.
Thomas, as someone who has begun their athletic career, the boys absolutely adore you. What are you looking for after this when you go out into the world?
To be honest, Principal Annabelle, I haven't much thought about it. I'm just trying to get through prom.
Oh, Thomas, you have so much ability. You have so much that you can go and do, so much that you can accomplish.
I don't think I'm going to be leaving this town anytime soon. Santa, to be honest.
I disagree. I think the future holds very bright things for you, Thomas.
Yeah.
I do. As a matter of fact, I would bet money on it.
How much money?
Thomas,
Kidding.
you see that she goes and she stops.
Hmm.
My great great grandfather was a philanthropist in Europe, you know. And for the longest time, I didn't think that I would make it out of Europe at all. And when I spent all that time in Austria and then going from Romania and all of that, when I finally made it back to the UK, I truly believed that's where I would stay. Life changes, people change.
You know, Miss Annabelle, that's pretty cool. I have never left this town, not even for a trip.
But you are young, Thomas.
Mm.
One might say forever.
You know, I have a question for you, Miss Annabelle. Maybe you can help me with something.
You only get two, so since I asked one, this will be the end of your interview once you ask it. Yes.
There's this girl that I want to ask out to the prom, but she's like
Oh.
all worldly and shit.
Oh. Well,
She's French.
say that one more time.
She's French.
Oh, Miss Rigamont. Oh, you see that she puts her hand. I'm so sorry.
She said I'm like a Renaissance painting, and then was making fun of me. And then she said a word I didn't know. It was like Mars or something.
Mars?
Or maybe I was like a mart.
A
mart-
martyr.
Martyr, yeah, that was the word she used.
Well, martyrs are people that die for a cause. You haven't died yet, so don't worry about any of that. But you see that she does do like this. The secret to a woman's heart is easy, Mr. Thomas. And you see that she goes into her little library and she pulls a book.
Oh man, I gotta read
And
books.
she slides it over to you notice it's a very small book. It looks like if it's a pamphlet.
Oh,
This is the novella of Casanova.
Oh,
I would
no,
take a
it's-
moment and give it a read. Perhaps it might
Okay.
inspire you.
Thanks, man. Pretty cool.
And also, just in case, Miss Rigamond is only here for a short period of time, so perhaps move quickly.
That's what I was afraid of.
You didn't have this conversation with me, though. Thomas, be a good boy. And you see that she hands you the book, and as she hands you the book, you see her fingers overlap your hand like that,
Oh God. Ooh.
and you feel warmth in your cold hands. And as she holds your hand, she looks at you. She just smiles. And she just gently gives it a good squeeze. But you see that there's no turn on this one. She just gives you a good squeeze on the hand.
Oh, pity on this poor guy.
You will
Mhm.
find what you need in time. All good things come in time. Be patient with yourself, Thomas.
I'm just kind of tired of making the wrong choice. You know, Miss Annabelle.
There's a saying back home, Um, sometimes we blame God. Sometimes we need to blame ourselves. If you know that the decision you've made is bad, it is time to make better decisions.
That's real deep, Miss Annabelle, I think.
you're you're a good man. You're going to be an even better one. You'll see. And she goes and she lets you out. And
Thank
that is my gift to you. As a matter of fact, she takes it real quick and she writes to Thomas
you.
from Dr. Van Helsing. And she closes.
Doctor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take care.
It's yours to have. May it serve you well.
Like he's so like so excited, but also like moved. He doesn't know what to say and just kind of walks out awkwardly.
You see it. You see that Thomas all of a sudden has got like a burst of life in their face that you haven't seen before.
Mhm.
And as you go and you see, Miss Barker,
Thank you.
I go into the office.
Piper's gonna lean over to Rory. I think someone pissed in his Cheerios too.
you see that he turns up. I think I'm gonna have to go and knock his goddamn teeth to the back of his fucking head.
Rory,
He's
do
trying
it.
to go and tell. Do what?
Do
Hey,
it.
you see, he kind of stops. Yes, ma'am. And he just stays still for a second as Barker goes into the room. Miss Barker, please have a seat.
How are you today, Dr. Van Helsing?
She's one of those great students, isn't she?
I'm quite well. It's rare that someone goes and calls me by my proper title here.
Well, my grandmother makes sure that I understand that it's very important to know who you're addressing, because if they have a title, they worked very hard for it and deserve to be addressed by it.
Ah, how is your father?
He's okay. He's sick, but he's okay.
That's the reason why I asked. But from my understanding, he was doing better. Yes.
Yes, but we can't seem to quite pinpoint it. Every time he seems to get better, um, it'll be a few weeks and then he'll take another turn for the worse.
Miss Barker,
Yes.
now that we are coming to our end, what are your plans?
After school, I guess I stay here and take over my grandmother's shop.
Is it all that you have planned for yourself?
Oh, I don't. Corinne feels a little twinge of. She feels a little twinge of some type of way when Dr. Van Helsing says that, because she makes it sound like, was that it? But Corinne's grandmother runs the herb and apothecary shop in town, and it does very well, and so she feels that it's trivializing what she wants to do, and so
Oh,
she
you
she
see
kind
Van Helsing catch it real quick.
of,
Oh, I'm so
and
sorry. Am I diminishing? That was not the point.
okay, well, I mean, I feel that that's I feel that that's a fine thing to do if that's what I choose to do.
if that is what you choose to do. There's power in that word. Choose.
Well, if I can help somebody else's loved one possibly get better, then that's what I would like to do.
Hmm. There's more than one way, besides from the apothecary or wherever. Forgive me, I'm not much of the religious type, but I will go and say this. I think you have a gift. Perhaps a gift of gab, perhaps a gift of healing. Medical professions are always open. I think you would make a damn good nurse, damn good doctor.
Corinne is really not sure what to say to that because she's never given that any thought whatsoever.
You see, she gently goes and puts a hand on your shoulder. I thought I was going to be a lot of things, but I chose. You will as well. I just want to make sure that your heart is full. There's wonderful, wonderful magic in you. And I think that you can bring that in many different ways. Just person to person.
Okay.
You see, she leans down and she puts her finger underneath your chin to pick your face up to her. Choice is what makes us human.
Or the illusion thereof. I'm sorry.
As this woman stares into your eyes, you hear Imogen in the back of your mind. She's so hot. She's so fucking hot. And you notice that as she stares at you, there is an intensity in this woman's eye. You know this isn't a beatdown. But when she looks at you, she doesn't look at you, she looks through you. The only other person that has ever done this is your grandmother. And you honestly, God, don't know if this is her being just who she is, or if she's trying to look at your very goddamn soul, or what it is, but you feel her eyes deep, deep inside you.
Corinne is now convinced that she is also a witch.
Ah.
And she just nods. Be happy. And if it is there with your grandmother at her store, then please be the best damn owner you possibly can be.
Corinne's trying so hard not to cry, but can't stop the tears. And she's also incredibly conflicted because she's currently looking at this woman as what she would have wanted her mother to say to her were her mother around. But again, she's hearing Jane in the back of her head. She's so fucking hot.
You see, she takes out a handkerchief from her back pocket. And as she dabs your face for a second, she hands it to you. May you only cry tears of happiness. And perhaps keep this as a reminder.
Like Corinne can't even keep the tears back now, and I look at Dr. Van Helsing. Can I have a minute before I go back out there, please?
She gently wraps her arms around you. And she keeps you there for a second.
Fully
It's
just
all right.
racked with sobs now.
It's all right. My mother passed when I was young. It was a very bad accident. She was a young lady, 26. My father passed from illness, and I grew up with my grandfather. It's funny how you can feel like an orphan even when you know who your parents were. But the power in our actions changes that. She holds you close, and you, Miss Barker, are powerful.
Really, Melanie?
She just gently goes and gives you a hug.
You started
She-
him.
She lets you take a good second. Now, chin up. It's important to keep a good face, especially in times of change. Keep calm. Carry on.
Before we can continue, okay, so Melanie redeemed a hydrate. Troy redeemed 2 hydrates and a posture check. So straighten up, get some water, do your thing.
Oh God.
Character
I
can't
was
sit
just look.
straight.
None of
It's
y'all
so-
have drank anything this entire
As-
stream, so I
You-
was like, y'all need to take a
I've
drink.
been filthy
So as
casual
you-
1. Thank you for redeeming 2 a
I
hydrate
got,
and
I
your
got my
posture check.
fuckboy drink.
You got your
So
fuckboy drink.
Also, I
as
put
you
another one.
leave, as you leave this room,
You just like
Miss
pull another
Barker.
one out of thin air and open.
you
I always-
feel
Sorry.
you feel a warmth in you that you haven't felt in a long time. And when you leave, you feel that you've made a friend. Truthfully and honestly, you're really good at picking up on bullshit. And if this lady's bullshitting you, she's a fucking pro.
Does she look like she's been crying when she comes out? Actually, I wouldn't notice anyway. Sorry.
Nah, she
when-
keeps
Can't
she,
recognize
she
human
keeps
No,
it
the,
up.
emotions.
the thick
When-
black eyeliner that high school goths tend to wear is just kind of streaked down my face, very reminiscent of the Crow.
So this game
Yeah.
just got a lot harder.
See, now I was nice, okay? All
You
I
were.
did was redeem
About
a
a 5
hydrate.
minute.
I didn't even do anything. No
There-
cursing for 5 minutes. Thank you,
I'm
Troy.
starting the timer. Troysifer, I
No,
will
no
deny
cursing for
you.
5 So as you walk out, I will go and say the day is an event. Interviews happen.
When she
all-
comes out, I'm like,
Sure.
I'm like,
Mr.
you-
Lewis.
you see what I know, or do you see what I mean now, Corinne? I like drag her over.
Let's talk
Trying
about how
not to
hot
get-
she is.
Trying not to give away that I was just in there sobbing, but because I don't realize that my makeup is, Brandon Lead down my face.
It just looks
I-
cool.
I'm like, how have I never noticed this before? We've been at the school
Right?
for so long. I've seen her before. How?
Uh huh.
What?
Uh huh.
Ty
What is
just
this?
Uh-huh.
what? Just like
I-
it's like
I
I'm
look at
telling you,
I look at
Keelan,
Ty and
just
I
you
tell
wait.
them, yeah, I feel like we both look at Ty and Keelan respectively, and we just tell them, you're gonna see.
Yeah.
You're gonna see.
and you just see Ty. Ty, please. And yeah, okay.
Do we know what they're like? Are they straight or are they into women?
Ty is a day done. Ty never really talked about it. Ty could be, whatever
Cool.
might be flowing their boat.
What about Keelan?
Keelan straight.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. You wait. Your turn. You're gonna see it.
I know
You
that
see.
Ty is ace, and so I get close to them because I don't want to out them, but I get close to them. I'm like, I know, but you'll see.
Right. Okay. And they just kind of gently tap you. And forgive me with the strip of pronouns, guys. But they just go and gently, yeah, okay. And you see Ty go in. The day is uneventful after that. The day seems to zoom by as the last days of school go. And you are dismissed. Oddly enough, as you're making it all to your home. Thomas,
Oh God.
you're there, basketball practice. The boys are there with you, doing the thing. Greg's not there today. You know that he's getting his photos done for his mom and stuff like that because she told him that he had to. But it's pretty quick. And you're there in the courtyard. And as you're there outside, you see the sun starting to go down. You hear a and you turn. You see Rory.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been thinking.
We're getting a fight over you.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've been lost in thought about what you were telling me before. Yeah.
What's going on, Rory?
What's going on?
Yeah, dude. Come up
What's
to
going
practice.
on? You see that he takes his little uniform tie and he starts to go and wrap it around his hand.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm as a gentleman, I think you and I need to go and have a talk real quick. And
on,
I
Rory.
think I'm going to whoop your goddamn ass. And then I'm going to feel
Daniel,
better.
you added a minute to the timer. We had a minute left.
The boy don't know how to speak without a good cuss.
That's
And he
fine.
goes and he thinks, and as he goes, he wraps up his fist like that.
Am I alone out
I-
here? Because I
Yeah.
know I stay late because I'm like that guy, but
And you're just going to see me just say, I ain't going to put no mark on your face because I know that's how you go, you do your thing. And I ain't going to break nothing, but I'm going to whoop you real good. I don't like you talking about Miss Barker like that, like if though you know her in a personal sense. And if you do, I think you need to take it back real quick.
Daniel's just
Dude.
gonna have to get redressed after this scene. Don't mind us.
I need you to start stripping, Daniel. All right. So
Don't want to get blood on your nice shirt.
okay, we're outside like in the middle of the like the middle of the school.
Middle of the courtyard, middle of the
All right.
basketball court.
No one
Alright.
else is around?
No,
All
he
right,
waited.
dude. I'm gonna put my hands up. Be like, Rory, you're a smart dude. You know there's a camera over there, right? Why don't we go? I'm totally bluffing, by the way. I'm trying to get him to step out. Let's go.
Roll a
Mhm.
cold for me real quick.
Okay, I get a +2, thank God, to this.
Roll cold for
I got a 4.
You see, he looks at you.
Wait, you got a
I
4?
look like if I give two hot dams about a camera.
Added
You're not
another
gonna go
minute.
to prom, dude. Come on, man. I'm looking out for you. Let's take it
You see-
outside. Come on.
You see, he stops for a second.
I'll even put down my phone. I ain't gonna call nobody.
Just put your hands up like a man.
I don't want to get caught, dude. I'll take this outside. Come on. The camera right there.
You see, he walks up to you
Oh God.
and he just pops the phone out your hand. You think you're just so goddamn handsome, huh? That you're just gonna go in and say whatever you want, do whatever you want about anybody, about any type, which way, sort of way, huh? Hmm?
Rory, what's this about, man? Come on. We were teammates last year. I don't want to go on a date with Miss Goss Girl, dude. Come on.
Yes, Dizzy. That's the answer to that.
So while Thomas is talking to Rory, Rory's gonna hear in his head, "You hear that? This low life disrespecting the woman that you have a crush on?
Oh damn.
You hear that? He's trying to take one of our own for his."
Roll a dark for me, you terrible,
Damn.
terrible person.
Oh.
6, 7, 8.
So it makes it through, but there's some complications. You see that he stands there and he just pushes you as hard as he possibly can. And you realize this boy's big.
Oh,
This boy
fuck.
big. When you push back, you don't fall because you're hefty too. But as you go and you push back, he just kind of stops and he's like,
Oh shit.
if I ever I ever going to hear that woman's name in your mouth ever again. And if ain't to say hello, goodbye, and good evening, I don't want to hear it. You hear me?
We have to add 1 more minute to the no cussing timer, guys.
Ah! So I
Did I
get
make
pushed
myself
down.
clear?
Crystal, Rory. But oh shit, Miss Annabelle's right there. I'm gonna point. I would like to phase in the wall.
2 minutes.
Grab my phone and phase back through my wall behind me.
You,
The no cussing timer is now at 2 minutes, guys.
as
I mean,
you
that's
woof through,
hmm
you see he turns around. Ain't no Miss Annabelle. You chicken liver. And he just says,
Good God, Rory.
I, I, I tried, Miss Piper. And you see that he just kind of like
Oh.
kicks a rock as he starts walking.
Oh, sugar.
I'll make it
it's
right.
Sugar, it's okay. You can get him tomorrow.
I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna make it right. And you see that he kind of turns around, and you notice, Thomas, as you face through,
he just talking to himself.
he's just talking to himself.
Wow, he's just a crazy.
But you do notice it looks like
Mofo.
he's about to cry.
Oh shit! Can I
Right.
watch him?
Right. I mean, you could.
Oh, I had a string on him.
You do have a string on him.
Okay.
You could always pop back out. He's walking away.
Can I ask, just for out of
Mhm.
character for my own edification, how Rory feels about Corinne having said tragic about specifically him earlier in the day? Does he feel conflicted about that? Like, why do I not immediately not like that, or
You know,
is
oddly
he just
enough,
like shoot in the head?
I mean, if you really come to think about it, he does seem to be trying to fight for your honor now, don't he? I guess he's feeling a little conflicted.
Cool.
So you see that he walks off. And as he walks off, you're alone, Thomas. In the quiet of the school. You've been here before.
Mhm.
We are done. You can cuss again.
Okay, thank goodness. I keep cussing and making it longer.
As the evening goes by.
So I know Greg is out.
Greg is out.
I'm gonna pull out my phone. I'm gonna text Brian's my
Yeah.
big gay lovely friends.
Yep.
Is also dumb woke, or is that Greg?
We have a hydrate
no.
that's been redeemed.
Brian is dumb woke.
Okay,
These are
so
dumb.
Brian is out and proud, but also dumb woke. I love that.
All right, I'm gonna be like, I'm like literally like playing basketball by myself in the school because I'm like super lame, and I'm gonna just be bouncing this ball alone in the school while I'm texting. Be like to Brian, I'm like, dude, period. That's how I start.
Dude.
Dude, I send back.
Now you see that it gets a longer dude with some question marks. Dude.
And then I'm gonna make it even longer. Dude.
The
Where you
subtleties
at?
of bro culture.
Don't worry, dude. But I almost got my shit kicked in by fucking
What?
Rory Stein.
Rory fucking Stein.
Yeah.
I'll go whip his ass right now. And you see that he sends you like a picture and he's just like flexing in it. It's just like, I will go to his house. I will whip his ass in front of his parents. What do you mean?
Nah, dude. I saw him talking to himself when he was alone. Like he was talking to someone. I don't think you should mess with that dude. I didn't. But
Fucking
bro,
crazy? What the fuck?
yeah, like he had voices in his head or something. I didn't want that bad juju on me, but it's nice
Oh
to know.
man. That sounds like unidentified trauma. I don't even think this is about you right now. I think this is about some childhood stuff that he's dealing with. And I think that you need to just maybe take a step back, maybe get in touch with the counselor. I'm just saying, but if you want, I will go to his house right now and whip his ass. I'm not even like, I am for it right the fuck now.
You
Wait,
need
wait.
to step back, but I'll still whip his ass.
Are you saying that if we whoop his ass, it'd be like beating up like a child? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Because I don't want to beat up any
dude, I don't
kids,
beat
man.
kids. I'm not gonna beat no kid. No, man, no, fuck that. But I'm just saying, like, if we do beat him up, we're gonna have to beat up the other guys.
He seems to think I got a thing for Corin. But do you remember she was kind of creepy on what's his name last year? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Are you at the school still? Are you okay?
Nah. I'm at home. I'm totally lying out my ass, but
Okay.
don't
You want
worry,
me to
dude.
come over or something? Like, did you eat?
He's so sweet. Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm getting my protein shake right now. Just want to let you know. Keep your eye out on that dude. He
Yeah,
seems to.
yeah, no, sure, yeah, 100. You
Maybe
just
you
said
can.
like a bunch
Maybe
of
you
100
can.
emojis.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if you want to be a bro and maybe send him to the guidance counselor or something. He seems like he'd like you.
Dude,
Hmm.
you know what I can do? I will sit with him and we will have an actual talk. How
Yeah,
about that? I'll do that for you. I just like maybe give some space. I think he's dealing with some stuff at home. People don't do like their stuff like that normally. That's not normal.
You do that for me, dude.
Done deal. That's done and done, dude.
Dude, and I'm gonna do the hands clap emoji.
You see that he just goes in, he just sends you like a little fist bump thingy. And then he sends you, of course, the shake and bake gift from Tyler Good Nights. Of shake and bake. Shake. I'm gonna break it. Just say it, just say it. You are my Ricky Bobby. All right, I'll see you later. Then he goes and he closes up.
What's his boyfriend's name?
Robert.
Say hi to Bob for me. I'm gonna give a kissy face.
He just goes and sends you a picture of Robert and him like
I can't send him a pic back.
he just goes, he tells you just say, I love this man. And he just goes and he said that. It just like just doesn't even.
And I'm gonna say so gay. And that's what I'm gonna end it as.
Yes, homo. And he just
God. And then I'm gonna just say God, like, but with a heart.
he just leaves you be to it. So you all make it home. Your parents busy, things like that. It's been a long day. And
I spend a lot of time wandering around the forest by my house before I go back in.
So evening begins to approach. And what an odd evening it is. For there's a dream, almost, that seems to be shared. Imogen, as you walk through the forest, the leaves and the branches around you, feeling more at home here than you feel anyplace else. The sounds of the animals remind you of freedom. And then there is silence. There is no wind. There are no animals. Just silence. Imogen. Imogen.
I look around. Do I see anybody? Who's there?
Wait. Many. We come bearing fruit. A message. A whisper.
What does the message say?
You smell the smell of something corrosive, something sickeningly sweet, like death. And as you turn, you see a body.
Oh shit.
Seems to be covered in leaves.
What form does the body take?
Just a body. A large body.
Bipedal?
Human, it looks like. You can't see the face. They're
Am I
laying on their
actually in the
stomach.
forest or is this a dream?
You
I
wouldn't
don't
know.
know. Okay.
But you hear, turn me. Look upon my visage. Help me.
How can I trust you?
I cannot be trusted. At least know that. Turn me. See me.
What will you give me?
Truth.
Truth.
Help me.
I think this bears some thinking about. I'll get back with you.
Time is short, child. Take this as a gift.
I like
You see the body start to stand up.
Oh.
And as it stands, its back is still to you. And it turns. You see Rory. His throat ripped out from here to here. I I just wanted to help. As the body crumbles back into the leaves. Murder is afoot. Be careful. You come
That's how
to.
they get you, Rory.
And as you come to, you're in your room. Middle of the night, 3 a.m. Oddly enough, Corinne, Piper, you dream of the forest tonight and of a large body covered in leaves, blood soaking the ground. Help me. All three of you awake at 3 a.m.
Do we also see that it is Rory, or is it somebody, or is it the body different? Oh, we don't see who it is.
Mm-mm.
That
Okay.
doesn't bode well.
Thomas, at 3 a.m., you lie awake. Help me.
Fuck.
Sadly, the night is not kind. And none of you really fall back to sleep, at least not well. And with that, we'll go to break. Welcome back, everyone, to Frankly, I Don't Give a Fuck. Monsterhearts 2. We just left all of our young teenagers as they were at home, sadly having a bad dream. Looks as though someone might have been hurt. The morning comes. None of you have slept well. It has been a real shit night. And Corin, as you wake up and you stretch, you smell something. Something's cooking.
I get out of bed and I go downstairs.
You see your grandmother at the oven. This beautiful big kitchen filled with plant and books and knickknacks and just a little bit of every freaking thing. And you see this little itty bitty spitfire of a woman. You don't say hello. You just wake up like if though we slept in the same bed.
Mama, I did just wake up. That's not fair.
You need to go and say good morning the moment you walk through the door.
Good morning, Mama.
Good morning to you. You look like death. What happened?
I did not sleep well last night.
Why?
I had a very odd dream.
Dream. You see that she takes off some eucalyptus from the corner, and she walks up behind you. You're going to pass this over your head 3 times, and then you go and you leave it outside where the crossroads go. Make sure to bring 3 pennies with you.
Okay.
I like this grandma. This is exactly shit my mom.
She's my favorite person in the entire world.
What is your dream?
I was in the woods. I was in the forest
Doing what?
walking.
You were scared because you were in the forest?
No. There was somebody on the ground under the leaves.
Vi tu muerto. You saw that person.
Yes.
He talked to you?
I don't know if it was them or not, but I heard somebody saying, "Help me." But if they're already dead, then I don't know how I could help.
You see, she whacks you gently with the eucalyptus. What do you mean, if you cannot have? You know learn nothing the whole time you've been here?
Mama, you haven't taught me any of that yet.
Because you are always asking fear. There's fear in every question. Don't be afraid. What are they gonna do? They're dead. And you see that she goes and she puts a plate of food in front of you. Well, you got to be careful. Some dead are really and then she you see she's cutting up some fruit, she puts it on there. This is every morning. This woman, you have not gone a day that you can remember in your life that this woman has not made you a full fucking breakfast. Even when your mama
Yes.
passed, even when this whole thing with your dad, no matter what, there has been a breakfast at this table every morning. And she just sits there.
She can really tell something's off because I really don't eat much of it. I'm just not hungry. I'm kind of just picking at it and kind of pushing it around with my fork, hoping that she thinks I'm eating it, but I'm really not. Knowing that that's a futile effort because she's got hawk's eyes.
You see that she pulls out a Pall Mall unfiltered. J- You're not hungry.
It's not the food, Mama. It's just I didn't sleep well and the dream was weird and I feel off today.
You clean yourself real good. You go, you leave it with the 3 pennies, and you go, you to tell the saints to take it. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Mama.
You see that she rummages through some things, and she takes out a little coin. You put this in your left pocket. Bring you good fortune.
I smile and I take the coin and I go back upstairs to change to get ready for school, thinking whoever is out there that I have pockets in my leggings now.
Yeah.
Piper,
Yes.
you wake up too to the smell of food. Good morning, sunshine.
Oh God.
Breakfast is done. Come on down.
Coming, mother. I get up, get dressed quickly, and
You
walk
see your father
downstairs.
behind his shield of newspaper as every morning. Sport, how are you?
I'm good. My head's kind of buried down in my phone, and I'm texting Rory. And because, like, I haven't gotten my morning message from him yet. Harper's already messaged me. Tom's already messaged me. So I'm missing him.
You see that Harper sends it out a thing. What the fuck's up with Rory? You see Tom. I haven't gotten anything for Rory today. What's going on?
Ow! I kind of like tap my fingers against the table and tell Tom to call him real quick. Let me know if
Go
he
straight
doesn't
to
answer.
voicemail.
Straight to voicemail? Oh no. I'm gonna try to like reach out to him with my my streaming and see if he's there. I'm guessing nothing. of
As
course.
you close your eyes and as you feel like if though you're trying to reach out, you feel a warm hand on your back. Completely takes you out of the outer link. Here's some eggs and some pancakes. And your mom just sits.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh,
You should eat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of
And
picks at it and stays focused on her phone, worried about where her little human is.
you see your father underneath his shield of newspaper. Something wrong?
A friend just hasn't messaged me yet. I'm worried about him.
Just which friend would that be?
Daddy, you know that one, Rory, that's always around. The one that walks me home.
Is that the boy that's just always kind of about like a puppy?
Yeah, that's the one.
ah,
Maybe he decided he wanted to do something else.
Hides the offended.
You just see the newspaper pick back up. I don't know much about girls, though, to be honest with you.
How did you get Mom then, Dad?
You see this. Your mother stops up. Well, your father has always been a real ladies' man. Let me tell you. And you see, he puts the newspaper down just enough. Uh huh. That's how I got
Uh-huh.
you. Real sweet talker. Always happen.
don't even show my face.
Mom, you can stop. It's okay. I get it. I'm with you.
If you be so kind, will you please roll a dark for me?
It's that is a 5.
As the face goes down like this, your father's jaw is completely gone. And when you look at it, you see tendrils of black. And the newspaper goes right back up.
Jeez. My gosh.
Huh, I see it's Tuesday, huh?
You hear your mother. As is above, as will be below.
Oh, wow. Ah.
Always, Mom. Always.
Give praise to the darkness. And you see that she closes up her little book. Your father and mother look at each other and they nod. And they turn back to you and in unison. Have a lovely day at school.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Terrifying.
Love you, sweetie.
Love you too. Have a good day, y'all.
Bye bye.
That's like creepy. Is this
I hate
normal?
everything
Is this
about
just
that.
like chill? Like okay, cool.
As you make your way out, your phone rings.
I instantly answer it. Rory?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh gosh.
Oh, for the love of all eldritch nightmares. Who is this?
If you pull your phone, you do see that it says Rory. And then it hangs up.
You bastard. What have
Oh
they
my
done
gosh.
with Rory?
Ah.
You see the boys are already waiting for you at the corner. And they look like they've thrown a hissy. Both of them look completely out of their hair isn't combed the way it usually is. They're not as well pressed as they usually are, they look like they've had an awful night. Man, we've been looking for them all night, Miss Piper. I can't find them.
Normally, I wouldn't accept such disheveled. Fuck, I can talk. Normally, I wouldn't accept such disheveled appearances, but it seems that today is going to be the exception to that. What do you mean you can't fucking find him?
You see them both put their heads down, and you hear Thomas. Miss Piper, I've been looking real good for them, and I just can't find them now. I went deep into the forest, and I couldn't find them. I went to his house, couldn't find them. His parents haven't seen him since last night. The police were at there earlier.
Oh,
Start
shit.
looking for his body
Police.
and look for
You s-
somebody that might be connected.
What? Body?
I can't get to him.
Damn.
You say they real stop now. Yes, ma'am. We'll see you at the at the school proper in about an hour. We'll give it a good look through.
Don't be late for class.
Yes, ma'am. And you see that they both Imogen.
Piper is not happy.
I could not get back to sleep. And so as soon as the sun came up, I went out into the forest to see if I could. Did I like recognize where I was at all?
Oh yeah, you've been there before.
Okay, because I spent an awful lot of time in the forest.
You do.
There's a staircase if you go deep enough in the middle of the forest.
Seems to be close to that area, really.
And so if I recognize it, I'm going to go to that place.
It takes you some time, but you know the area.
Mm-hmm.
You've been here often enough. And as you make it, there is a pile of leaves, but there is no body. Roll a cold for me.
Okay. Do I take the negative off my...
Yeah.
Are you using the string that you have on him?
Do I have a string on him?
Oh, forgive me. I thought that you did it because if
He has
not,
a string on you.
He has a string on me because
That's
everyone
right.
has a string on me.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have a -1 to cold, do I take the -1 off? Okay, so that's a 9.
Okay.
That's a
What did you
success.
roll?
I rolled 10.
Oh, so it's a 9. Yeah,
Okay.
but it is still a success.
Oh, awesome.
But it is a success with a little bit of complication. But you're quite close. Something got dragged through here. There was something here. There's blood here, and there's a lot of it. But the body is not here.
I'm gonna take a picture with my phone
You know
Of the
for a
blood.
fact
of the leaf pile of the drag marks.
something was here. Whatever they dragged, they did it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no body.
Is there, if I like scooch the leaf pile around, is there anything in it at all?
Roll a dark for me.
Oh, that's a 2.
As you start going through the sounds of the forest, the sounds of the green speaking to you, it's too much.
Uh-huh.
You just
Okay.
you know that something happened here.
Can
And
I
the
tell
forest is literally trying to communicate it, but it's literally trying to talk to you all at once. It's just too much.
one at a time?
Ah!
Wait. Many? They said we are many, didn't they?
Mhm.
Many?
No response.
Can I see which way the drag marks are going?
They go to the steps.
Why don't people learn? The stairs are for Fae, not for mortals.
As you turn, you see the leaves swirl up in a circle. We did not take him.
No.
It's not ours to take.
But he could have been. What time is it now?
You're gonna be late.
I get a move on.
Thomas, you wake up. It's a beautiful morning. Ooh.
I would love to describe my derelict house.
As you wake up
Mm-hmm.
in this abandoned home, please tell our viewers, how does your home look like for someone that has been dead for 22 years?
So I want to first describe, I don't know if anyone remembers what these are called, but the CRT televisions. It was before flat screen was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of those. I have some really old Blockbuster tapes I never returned. I have a very ancient computer that barely turns on. Has Windows CE loaded on it.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
My phone is a modern phone, but I always keep my Motorola Razr on me because it's pretty
It's-
cool, and I was
still
really
works.
happy to get it. Mm-hmm. But if I'm waking up, so I woke up in the middle of the night too, right?
You did.
To go to
Well,
sleep.
Well, in my creepy house, and I'm really good at compartmentalizing. Like, I'm really good at being like, huh. So, my favorite way to ignore my feelings and problems is to stalk people on the internet. So, I'm going to be doing some Facebook stalking until I have to get ready for school.
Who you stalking?
So you can maybe see a tab on Piper on my computer. You can see one vaguely of Corin, but it's hard for me to find stuff on her. And then right now I'm currently fixated on Miss Theodore. So I'm gonna be looking up stuff on her.
Do me a favor, roll cold for me. A little bit of
Cold.
investigation.
Okay. Whoop. I got a 10. Mm-hmm.
You know, Regamond, as you start to look in, you find out she speaks 3 different languages. She's done some humanitarian work in South Africa. She is the definition of prim and proper.
Damn.
There's even seems to be something on her Facebook talking about that she may be indirect royalty, which is the reason why she has been sent over to this country to learn something about America before she takes her place.
All right, can I like follow that rabbit hole?
Oh
See
yeah.
if I can find like
You also find out that her father may have been a diamond baron in the
Ooh,
Africas.
damn.
Not a good one either.
Ew.
Okay. So following, I'm curious, are there any like paparazzi photos I can find on here?
You notice you can't because her real name isn't Rigamond. As you start to really, really put everything together,
Yeah.
you realize that her last name is Samson. She
Is her first name the same?
her first name is the same.
Just
But you, yes,
just a quick question. Does she so her name is Theodore, which is not typically a woman's name, but does she get upset if people call her like Ted or Teddy or anything like
Theodore.
that?
You would call me by my name.
Gotcha.
You also find out that Theodore has transitioned,
Ooh.
and they have decided to keep their name. But you
Dang.
also know that there's some secret to it all, really, as you rolled that magnificent 10. Her father seems to have ties with some very dangerous people in Africa. Very dangerous people in Africa. That's all you can find.
I mean, that's all right. So my next search is I'm going to, by the way, if you do this, it's pretty awful. If you type in Renaissance paintings and martyr, you're going to find a bunch of headless dudes or guys getting skinned alive.
That's right.
And I'm going to be creepy and scroll through that for a while.
Fair. You see that you
Mhm.
spend a lot of your morning just
Mm.
your phone.
Who is it? Who's the anything on my screen?
It's Brian. He's calling you. He's not texting.
Okay. What time is it right now?
It's early.
Dude, what's up?
Dude. Did you didn't like do anything to Rory, did you?
Uh,
Like it's okay. Like the police are at his house, man.
oh shit. I mean,
Do you think he killed himself? Holy shit.
no,
Oh my god.
no, what, dude? If the he's probably just out all night, dude. He's a weird dude.
You think he went crazy? Maybe he killed his parents.
Oh my, dude, calm down. You get,
I'm having a lot of emotions right now. Like I'm not
okay,
I'm not
just
ready to deal
breathe.
with everything before like everything happens. And it's just like just be careful because like yeah, like the cops are like everywhere right now.
Wait, so have you heard anything, dude? Obviously you
No,
have. You think okay?
no, I called you. I just walked past his house.
Uh, Greg knows him, right?
Yeah, but Greg's like fucking doing something here. He's not answering his phone either.
I know he was taking pictures yesterday because his mom was making him do it for his senior photos. So,
Yeah, but he didn't call me this morning or nothing. I sent him a picture of my ass. I wanted to surprise him when he woke up, just to
yeah.
like put him like shock him.
Oh man, I forgot. You know, dudes are so weird, but they send me such weird fucking pictures. Oh, dude, you sent a picture of your ass.
I wish, yeah, man. It's
Oh,
just like the moon is down, the sun is up, baby.
oh.
Woo! And
Wait,
you
did
just
you? Any scene picture? You got the little scene, right? You saw it, right?
what scene?
Oh, did he get the scene receipts on that pic? Has he answered?
Oh shit!
Yeah, check.
No, he hasn't answered
Uh,
either.
dude, well, it is really early, man. Well, let me just tell you, last night, exactly what I said. He was talking to himself, watched him walk off. That's the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time I
yeah,
saw that. He
yeah,
cracked
yeah,
my
yeah.
phone, dude. Like I can barely read this.
Dude, fuck. Now we gotta go get that fucking thing fixed, man. God,
That's
this.
cool. I got a backup phone.
Hey, there's been a hydrate redeemed in chat.
So you see that you guys kind of keep up with the convo every bit. He's like, I'm like heading to school though. Like we gotta talk in person, man. Like I don't know, it's a lot.
Hey, yeah, keep cool, dude. Like, don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah,
Like, we don't
yeah,
know what happened until we know, right?
yeah. No, yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Hey, maybe you can talk to one of Piper Winslow's clique. They'd know. They kind of think I'm weird, so I don't talk well, especially after the Rory things.
Well, let's. Yeah, well, no, we'll
Mm.
get there. Let's get there. Let's get there.
All
I'll
right.
let you know.
Will you pick me up a couple Red Bulls and another Monster? I like the.
You see that he
It's
just
the
sends a photo to you of him holding the fucking monsters already.
oh, bro!
Already got it, bro.
Oh, thank you,
He just hangs
dude.
up.
Okay.
The bro love never dies.
The bro
The-
love.
For those of you as a boring hetero, for those of you who have ever had a bro, like a real bro, they're the best thing in the fucking world. Just turn that out there to you. It is the best thing. It is
So
the
much
best
love.
thing. And I have never seen a group of gayer people than a group of straight men. 100 fucking percent. Just
Love is here. I'm
but
gonna cry at their wedding.
So
Get
exactly.
him
So
away.
as you guys make it, you see Mr. Lewis shows up. Hey everyone.
Is Rory
So
there?
he's not.
What do Piper and their cliques look like?
The clique looks disheveled as shit. You see that they got muddy shoes. They look like if they went hunting. And you can see it in their face, Piper, from the moment they walk in. They didn't find squat.
Mm-hmm.
Piper's sitting there. She has dice in her hands because they're her fidget thing, and she's sitting there thinking.
Nice. That's
But
awesome.
I'm late, so I can't like talk to anybody before
There's a
class.
small
Does she-
look of anger on her face.
Damn.
So as you all sit there, Ty leans it up to you, Corinne. Hey, did you see
Maybe
the
you're
cop
just-
cars outside?
I've vaguely heard through the grapevine that Rory has gone missing, and so I lean over to them. I didn't know that the cops came here. I knew that they were looking for him.
Yeah, they're like in Miss Annabelle's office.
Why are they in Miss Annabelle's office? Do they think somebody here did something?
Tuk, 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 tuk. All students, this is Dr. Annabelle Van Helsing. Um, everyone to the main auditorium, please. To the main auditorium, please. And thank you. You see Lewis. Come on, everybody. And
So
they start
is
to move.
does it look like it's pretty crowded, like walking out?
Yeah.
I would like to see if I can lose a class.
Give me a sec. I'll let you get to that. Piper, what you doing?
Piper just immediately tenses and gets like the worst feeling.
Something's off.
Yeah,
You know it.
yeah.
Are we just gonna kind of like hang back and let everybody kind of walk up, Thomas?
So I'm gonna kind of give a glance around, make sure, see if anyone's looking at me as I step back, and I'm gonna see if I can. I want to make it to the principal's office and see if I can get a look. I can like phase through walls. This is my thing to do. I'd like to see if I can overhear the police and get any kind of whiff of what the hell's going on, because
Can you go invisible too?
I can't unless I'm dark, but I can like hang back and kind of go through a wall. Unless
Stick an
someone's
ear through the wall.
So as everyone is getting to class, you begin to make your way over to Miss Annabelle's.
Thomas would probably notice that I grab Keelan's arm and kind of walk way behind everybody.
Ty stays very close to you, by the way, Corinne. You notice they become hyper protective. They look like they can feel that something's off.
Do I notice people starting to like back off and
You know, I would say that you would, but considering how shook up everything is right now for you, I think you might be more focused on the auditorium thing. But if you tell me, where's your head at?
I'm gonna find who did it. They took something that belonged to me.
Fair enough. You do notice it.
Oh, I just got an idea.
Now, Thomas. Yep, we've already got officers over here in the basketball court, and we have some folks in the auditorium. No. So you hear Miss Annabelle. Um, so you're saying that there's two of our student body missing right now? Yeah, yes, ma'am. That would be Mr. Roy Stan and Mr. Greg Peterson. Oh God. Um, we we did some looking, and their parents called last night. We haven't heard anything about them. We're not really sure if anything's out and about, but we do know that both boys have been declared missing. Jesus Christ. Do we have any reasons to suspect foul play? No, ma'am. It's young folk. It's close to the end of school. They may have gone out and started doing things and stuff, and maybe they just got real involved and didn't realize the time that passed by. We do believe that drugs may be involved, but you know. And you actually hear Miss Annabelle. How dare you? I'm sorry. How dare you make that assumption about two of my students?
Oh,
Oh, well, I don't. Are you already trying these boys as though they were guilty of a crime they haven't even committed? No, ma'am. Keep your opinions to yourself, officer, and you will do well to tell the rest of your little gangly crew the same.
I have a question.
I yes. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Would it be possible for Piper to kind of sneak up on Thomas? Or is Thomas invisible?
I'm
You
not
wouldn't be
visible.
you wouldn't be able to
Mm.
see him, but as this is happening, Thomas, and the rest of you are starting to fall back, the boys actually turn to you, Piper. Miss Piper, you want us to go and keep on walking up front?
Yes. Don't make it obvious that we've stepped back.
You see Harper get real close. Man, I can stay with you.
No
I
need.
can help him out.
No.
You know what Harper is. And you know that he's not kidding. But you also know that Harper is horrifically dangerous when pushed.
No.
What is Jane doing at this point?
I was gonna ask if I see Piper and Harper and Tom.
You all pretty much start to see the spread. And I'm not even gonna make you roll for it because I feel like you guys already know something's up. You know this is part of her crew. But she's also noticing you. I feel like this is something, and plus it's school and ain't even that big. You guys begin to catch eyes.
Everybody knows everybody.
As you start to kind of catch eyes like that, you see Ty. Oh, oh, okay. And Piper, you catch Ty's eyes,
I'm gonna give
and
him like this like cold, like calculated look.
you just gonna see Ty
Did you
turn to
take what's mine?
you just see Ty like turn to you, Kareem. Did I do something bad?
Did you?
Did you? That's
Did
so
you?
funny.
What? Why would you ask me that?
Why would you ask me if you did something bad if you didn't do something bad?
She's got a point. She's got a good point.
Are you saying that, Piper, or is Dizzy
No,
saying that?
I Dizzy saying I'm being a smartass. Don't mind me.
Gotcha. I didn't do anything. Why would you even talk to me like that right now?
You asked me if you did something bad. I don't know. What did you do? What happened?
Nothing.
So this doesn't sound like a whispered conversation. Would I be able to?
You hear it. I didn't do anything.
I'm very suspicious right now because Ty is acting incredibly defensive for someone who turned and looked at me and said, "Did I do something bad?" and won't tell me why they asked me that.
I am going to take the opportunity and walk up to both of them.
You see Ty just kind of straighten her back up a bit. They're back.
I apologize. This morning has been very rough. Something's not quite right. At all. and I don't personally like it very much. I do.
Yeah.
Sorry, Corinne. Go ahead.
No, we know Rory's your friend, and we know you're concerned about him. It's understandable that you wouldn't be in a a
Corinne,
cheery headspace.
I think you, of all people, could possibly understand this. I don't think Roy's here anymore. And Piper starts to tear up a little bit.
You see this, Imogen. Corinne, seeing this emotion, what's going through your mind?
Corinne forgets all. I can't think of the right word. She forgets all pretense that she tries to put up to the world. She forgets everything, and she just grabs Piper and pulls her into a very tight hug.
Oh my.
And she says, I hope you're not right, but if you are, and she sighs. And she looks Piper directly in the eyes and says, and we are going to be their fucking nightmare. Because though Corinne did not know Rory very well at all, she's very wounded at the fact that she was taking the chance to let someone in, and they're gone.
In that moment, you hear the police walk out of the office.
Ooh, I'm
And
gonna
you hear
step back, make sure they don't see me.
Miss Annabelle weep. Just for a moment. I'm sorry, boys. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know where you are. I'm sorry. I hope you're safe wherever you are. And you hear her say a prayer of some type. Sounds like if it's in Latin.
Do
And
I
you
get
just hear.
do I get a string because I'm creeping in an intimate moment?
I would say that you do. And you do hear her go and say, Grandfather, give me the strength to do the things I must. And you see her straighten up her tie and her jacket. And she starts to make her way over to the auditorium.
All right, I'm gonna hang back, hopefully go unnoticed, and watch them go by.
Piper.
I would actually go and say, Corinne, take a string on Piper. Piper, take a string on Corinne.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Corinne and be like, and tell her, you and I'm sorry, darling, I forgot your name, and I just mean mugged the hell out of you.
Ty, my name's Ty.
Ty, darling, y'all stay close to us.
Do they look like they're about to leave?
They do.
Which direction do they look like they're going? Towards the
Look,
auditorium?
they
or...
go into the auditorium.
Okay. I have been having a whispered conversation with Keelan.
You see just Keelan looking at you.
I also have 2 out of character questions for you.
Sure.
First is Keelan immortal?
Yes.
Okay. Does Keelan know what I am?
They have an idea.
Okay. She doesn't hide it. She's not subtle. Okay. How? Should I ask for something?
I don't know.
Like,
but if you can help.
feel like I should ask for something.
I think maybe you could.
Really good.
Well, let's wait till we get to the auditorium, and then you could probably get up on him.
Yeah, let's do that. And so she's gonna wait for some opportunity to grab Piper. And if Piper is with somebody like Corinne, she'll grab both of them.
As you guys are walking, you feel arms kind of go around both of you, Piper and Corinne. But in that moment that you start walking past and you reincorporate, you feel a gentle hand on your back, Thomas.
Shit, I'm gonna look around.
Saint Sebastian. My favorite motto.
Hydrate.
Oh, is this the door?
How dare you have us hydrated in a moment like this? There's a lot going on.
So, tell me, is snooping your thing?
Hey, or I'll be like, yo, is he the guy with the arrow in him?
Yes.
And I don't know, I was just looking for the bathroom. There's one that doesn't smell like, excuse my language,
Please.
shit over here.
Ah. Yeah.
See, you're looking
That
for
is
the
it.
bathroom too, huh? And I'm gonna give her a knowing look, like you're over here too, bro.
She looks at you. I might be.
Ooh.
We're gonna go to the auditorium, yeah?
I thought we were heading to the bathroom.
Oh shit. I mean, right there.
She grabs your hand.
Ah, shit. Oh, I am whipped and following her.
She brings you into the boys' bathroom. He
uh,
closes the door behind you.
shit. Is
Saint Sebastian.
that my name now? Is that pet name?
If you want to be my pet.
It's a interesting prospect. What's it like being your pet?
Exhilarating.
I've been needing to feel alive lately.
I'm sure. So
So
you
I
see that
say as I get kind of closer, like, look,
she cups your chin with strength.
shit. But,
Pets learn their place quick. Yes?
oh fuck. Yes, ma'am.
We will fade to black, but nothing too heavy, but some very heavy kissing, some very heavy petting. And she literally stops midway. She looks at you in the face, and she smiles. I've never been with a dead boy before. And she leaves you mouth open, and she walks out. Toot, toot. The auditorium, everyone.
I'm gonna watch her go, and I'm also gonna adjust my pants.
Fair enough. Because even the dead can feel sometimes. But you make it.
Rise a little bit.
Oh my. Oh
So
my.
as you see both arms of this lovely lady wrapped up around both of you, Corinne, and oh my God, Piper.
I pull him back, like away from everyone. And I don't know if Keelan is there too, or if he's going on.
Keelan just kind of looks at you,
I found something.
There's been a redeem for a hydrate, another hydrate, and then a posture check.
Oh
I
god.
cannot sit
Ooh.
straight. Like something about this character, I have to sit like ridiculous.
Embrace
So
the
I have a
slacker
couple. I have a couple out of character questions,
Sure.
just based off of Imogen's questions. Does Ty know what I am? I told them.
You told me, have you?
I think that I have.
Then they do.
And is Ty a human, or are they secretly something else?
Oh, if last time you checked, your grandmother's been very kind, and Ty is an initiate.
Cool.
You see Ty just kind of nod. I'll meet you in the auditorium.
Right.
Now, Jane, I know you have a good reason for pulling us. What do you want?
Is it what I want, or is it what do you want?
I'm listening.
I found something this morning.
Oh.
I had the weirdest dream about a spot in the forest that I frequent.
A shiver runs down both of your spines as the forest's visions come to you clear as day.
Leaves. Lots of leaves piled up.
Somebody saying, "Help me."
Rory saying, "Help me."
I didn't get that information. That's helpful.
You didn't,
Didn't
see
get
his
that either.
face?
Nope.
Oh,
Didn't
did.
see- He's dead, ain't he?
what happened to him?
His throat was torn from ear to ear. Like massive claws.
Piper's face kind of shifts just a little bit, and you can kind of tell that she's holding back tears.
God, this is so awful.
I pull my phone out. Do I have your number, Piper?
No, but I can give it to you.
Please.
I quickly put my phone number into her phone. Her phone.
How about you, Miss Barker?
How about... Do I have your number, Corinne?
No, but I'll give it to you. It's 555. I put my number in her phone.
Okay, I was like, do you actually give me a number? Or are you going to say 555, eat shit and die?
555.
8675309.
867.
You see that do you send her the image?
I send both of them pictures I took.
As you send the image, this is exactly where the dream took you. All of you have a moment that you relive it clear as day. All students to the auditorium. All students immediately to the auditorium, please.
I have a question.
Hide this boner.
I just So when we stare into the abyss, what exactly does it do?
Because I feel like this is a stare into the abyss moment for
It
Piper.
gives you lucid visions and takes you on forward,
Now,
right?
yes. Would you like to stare into the abyss?
Yes. Blind fury and anger. Party of one.
Hi.
Please, feel free to roll for me.
That is an 11.
Dang.
Corinne, the hair on the back of your neck stands up. as Piper, not really realizing what she's done, standing in front of the both of you, their eyes turn bright yellow.
Do I see this?
Oh, you most definitely do.
Do I recognize it?
No.
Okay.
We will show you. You see Rory running.
Fuck.
He
Do we see
falls.
this or just Piper?
Just Piper. He falls. You see he's giving up a real good fight. His knuckles are bloody. And he gets back up and he's like, y'all gonna have to bring more than that. And he's swinging with everything he's got and he's connecting to whatever this thing is. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. And then you see a hand go over his head, fingers long, that almost curve into his nose and pull his head back. Fear is not what we want. It is sacrifice. They go in. And as he falls, you see shadows.
Is this something that I would be in my realm of understanding?
This is a sacrifice to something very unpleasant. And as he falls, you see this sanguine fluid just beginning to float up. One of the many. And you hear laughter.
I imagine
And
that
you hear it in your ear, Piper. Careful looking into the void. Sometimes the void looks back. And
I'll be damned if I'm afraid of some fucking void.
That's just what she
Corinne,
says right after she wakes up. Ah.
the
A
coin
void?
in your left pocket burns hot. Hot,
Hot enough to
hot.
where I am trying to
That
like
it-
grab it out of my pocket, like roll my sleeves up around and just like pull it out of my pocket.
Can like, so like the way I'm imagining this is Piper's just fucking furious, and like her hands are clenched into her fist, and like she's like clenched so hard that her nails are digging in, and she's bleeding a little.
Gotcha.
Like,
As you see all of this, Corinne, you drop the coin from the sheer heat of it,
potato.
and it falls on its edge.
Whoa.
That's not supposed to happen.
I quickly pull out my phone and I text my grandmother what just happened.
As you start to text, the coin begins to roll.
I look at Piper and Jane, Imogen, and I say, I know this doesn't make any sense, but we need to follow that coin. And I just
was
take off
already
after it.
ahead of you. Let's go.
Right.
As it starts to
Imogen's
roll,
following
and
immediately.
as you're texting, Tomas, you see the ladies, and this coin hits a service store. Ting, ting, ting.
So I'm going to. So they're just like following this coin rolling across the hallway.
And then you hear it. All students immediately to the auditorium. All students immediately to the auditorium. And you start seeing the police are starting to get into the hallways.
Then
Ladies, come on. Let's go.
Shit.
can I do Eldridge things?
It depends on what you want to do. Tell me.
Can I snap my fingers and make the sound from the speakers fizzle out? And then I want to mute the officers.
Whoa.
I want you to roll a dark, and I want you to be very, very careful because you're very, very close to going into your darkest self.
Okay.
Well-
I was going to ask earlier, do I get a string from Piper and Corinne?
150%.
I don't know how this is gonna bode for me, but I rolled a 10.
Okay. Pretty cool.
You see the police, they don't seem to notice, but they're still talking.
Oh shit.
I have a question. If I'm
Yes.
hexing somebody, is it one individual at a time, or can I hex a whole group of people all at once? One at a time.
So are they like caught in a loop?
They don't seem to be moving, but then
It's like a GIF.
Oh. Uh
Can I open the door?
Tomas is like,
locked.
by the way, you guys will see Tomas
Can I do
back
something to
back
unlock
over
it?
here, like staring at you all with his monster. Like,
you see the muscle, and what was that?
Can I do something to unlock it?
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna come up and stare at the police, like get
Would it
up
be
and look
possible
at
for
them
me
as
to,
this is
like-
happening.
Melt the doorknob?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm
Has my
But-
grandmother texted
Right.
back yet?
Think if there's anything Fey-like that I could do.
Probably
Are
not to
the,
a
are the
locked
hinges
door.
on this side of the door or on the other side?
It's one of those service doors, so it's actually in the inside. It's one of those big old metal ones. Looks like if
Mhm.
it goes down to where the furnaces and stuff like that are at.
So it's
and-
not on this side, it's on the other side.
Mm-hmm. And you see that your phone does ring back.
Mhm.
I look at it.
The hell do you mean? Just
That's
dot,
really
dot,
funny.
question mark, question mark, question mark.
I text back. My friend had a vision or something, and then the coin got really hot. I had to take it out of my pocket. I had to drop it because it was so hot. I'm doing speech to text because I can't type that fast.
You s-
And
You
And
see
then I
the
say,
shit
and it
responding
rolled.
I'm
as you're answering.
just having Tomas just look at these police and then look over at Corinne and be like, and
As
then
all
look
this
over
is-
at Piper.
As all this is happening,
Can you
get-
get the door open? I point at Tomas.
Me?
while he's
Are-
stuttering over his words, I look at him. I'm like, "Are you here to help, or are you here to just be an idiot?"
I could have said it
Look.
much better myself.
What? I have a string on Piper because I creep on her.
Can you
Mhm.
get the door open?
I'm gonna be like, you tell me what you just did here.
Get the
Uh,
door open and we'll tell you.
Exactly.
I have a string. Can I burn this?
you can, but
Mhm.
you pretty much feel that they're pretty absolute. They want a little bit of answers before anything.
Oh, they're wanting me to break a door. I'm a dude. Is that what I'm hearing?
Sort of.
Okay.
No, so
All right, I'm gonna look at
I
you
don't know.
guys.
Maybe I think highly of Faye, but I think that I know when someone's a little odd.
All right, I'm gonna look at.
Also, you look like a delinquent, kind of. So you look like maybe you'd know how to pick a lock.
All right, so you guys have cornered me, and I'm gonna be like, well, I hope you'll tell me what the heck's going on.
Yes.
I
And so
promise.
I'm gonna come up to Imogen. I have barely ever noticed her in my life, and I'm like, I'm going to take my my monster bottle. This is like my prop for the night, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm gonna act like I'm gonna hand it to her.
I take it.
Okay. And be like, what else do I have to lose? And I'm gonna walk through the door. Mm-hmm.
As you go to walk through the door, Tomas,
Oh, it just looks like I slammed my face in the door like a normal person.
you slam into that door like if it was made out of cast iron, and you were just like, oh,
God, this
oh,
make my idiot
that
status so
has
much better.
never happened in any place in the school.
The
And
fuck?
since we don't know that Tomas can do that, we're all just staring at him, just like, "Are you fucking stupid?
You can't
We're
pick the
not
lock or
saying that, but
something?
we're just like, you just walk into a door. What are you doing?
I knew
As
you were
this,
dense, but this is the new meaning to it.
Hey,
as this
Fix the lock
happens,
or something.
the police come back. The hell are you going here? And you see that they're like now, move. Everybody out. Come on. Come on.
okay,
Can I
question
can I get
two.
a sense that if I cast Wither on one of them, it will scare them enough to just go away and leave us alone?
You might have a problem, but you could.
Uh,
But
I have an idea.
sure.
Do I get strings since I saw them in a private moment?
Yeah.
And I'll be looking at these girls, and I'll be like, we're going. I'm gonna be like, straighten up, look at these girls, and be like, hey, we're meeting up with Coach Bennett to go grab the basketball players out of the court right now. These are the cheerleaders. We're gonna go just grab the rest of the team. Is that cool? They probably can't hear in the basketball court.
We're gonna be back in 3 minutes. Don't be in this hallway.
Yes, sir. Anything you say, sir.
You see them walk off.
All right, I'm gonna pull them all to the side to make it look like we're walking, but we're just gonna go be like, "The fuck is happening here, guys? What are you doing?"
I asked.
What are you
I asked someone,
doing?
what are you doing? Walking straight into a door.
That's what
I'm gonna-
we're all concerned about. Him walking straight into it. Okay.
I thought he might pick the lock or something.
I'm like totally being like deballed by all
Imogen's
these
still
girls.
just carrying the monster can down the
Okay.
hall.
Imogen is carrying the monster can.
Look, can I stick my hand through a locker and pull something out? That's never happened to me. There's something on that door.
I knew there was something about you.
What's your name again?
Jane.
Does she have to pause and think about it and remember?
Oh yeah,
for a
yeah.
second?
That pause that happened. She like looks and then she.
Can I
Jane!
notice that?
While this exchange is
Yeah.
going on, like Piper is trying to get herself back together and try to pull back just a little bit from that darkness.
Make a cold roll for me.
Oh god. So I got a 7. How are we gonna make it awkward?
Wait, what are you doing?
As you sit there and you try to go and call this back in front of all these people, you see black ichor come out of the corner of their eye, out the side of their mouth, out of a little bit from their ear,
Good god. Ugh.
and then it
Dis-
stops.
Disgusting. God, I hate that.
Wait, what's coming out of her ears?
It's called
Ichor.
ichor.
Oh, okay.
I pull a makeup wipe out of my bag because I wish somebody would have told me the other day when my makeup was and I hand it to
Oh.
Piper.
Imogen actually does not notice.
I'm gonna be like,
She's looking at this dude.
I want to take a moment to try to do a thing, like
Okay,
be
so
kind of flirty towards Corinne.
Oh, as
Ooh.
that's happening, when you're cleaning off their face, what exactly are you doing, Dizzy? Forgive me, Miss Piper.
I'm gonna kind of give her like this innocent, like help me kind of look, like
Roll
protect the small,
roll hard for me.
protects the pretty.
protects the small. That's a 12.
"Jeez, how you rolling? I know it's awesome."
So you can gain a string and they react. And those reactions, they give themselves to you, they promise something, or they get very embarrassed and act awkward. Corinne, how are you feeling right now?
Oh my god.
We have club tickets.
It's very odd. You've never seen such a wounded doe face before, but it reaches out to you in an
The
aspect of yourself.
caretaker, the
Mhm.
caretaker, as awkward as I feel right now, because just Piper, me, huh? The caretaker in me is overwhelming that, and I look at Piper, and I promise her that everything's going to be okay. I
Hmm.
promise her that I will not let anything happen to her.
Oh.
Aw. Can I? I'm
Are
watching
you a
Corin.
cultist now? Are you a Piper cultist now?
No.
I'm in the clique.
I would like. I almost said Maha. Tomas is gonna look at Corin and look at Piper and look at Corin and then look at Imogen, who's still holding my monster. I'd like to take it back. Eh. Or Jane. What's your name?
Everyone, it's Jane.
I get so angry and I just shout at Tomas, "It's Jane!
She told you that her name was Jane.
The most average name ever. How do you forget this?"
I do
Dude.
have
Hey, it's a
have
perfectly
one
normal
thing
human name.
to interject. It is 9:57.
It is.
Oh man.
But I want to keep
So
playing.
no, I know, me too. And this is kind of the thing. We are already like close to what the end is. We have enough to be able to do this a second time to go and finish up your arcs and complete it. Would all of you and chat, would you be open to us doing another one of these? Perhaps in a week or two.
Guys
I
think?
mean, I'm good for it.
I'm down. How does the schedule look for everybody else?
This is not becoming an everyday type thing. I am not doing a
This is how
Monster
the
Hearts
Legion
campaign.
And
This is-
Daniel has
guys,
made a
by the way, guys,
campaign.
Legion was supposed to be one shot. I don't know if you knew this.
I
knew this.
Jesus Christ.
I will
Also, we-
say
So chat is heckin' yes, down to clown and do it.
this is
Jesus
great.
Christ, of course
So-
they are.
T-Ball said
Show
it's
it
a
was
one-off, right?
spoken. So it shall
God.
be.
Dog it.
I will say that the first one-off with Legion, the Maha character, I came up with on the spot, and Tomas is the exact same way.
I fucking love Tomas.
So
Like,
as
full
we-
disclosure.
As
Super
our
dumb.
young people take a moment, a speech begins in the auditorium. Young,
Oh no.
compassionate students, I come bearing news of dark tides. Currently, we have 2 students in our student body. This is actually coming over the intercom now. That are missing. The police are here for any questions. If anyone has seen Mr. Rory or Mr. Greg, if you have any news or if you've seen anyone or anything out of the ordinary, please come to my office. We'll be able to talk. And you start hearing a lot of chatter. Before anyone speaks up, we do not have plans to cancel prom as of yet.
Wow, what a left turn.
I do believe that it would be best that we all head home for the day. Spend some time with your loved ones.
It's scary.
And be safe.
It's not.
And as we end tonight in some place cold, lit with firelight, there stands individuals in dark crimson red robes. A large pentagram in the center, and an altar, freshly wet with sacrifice. We watch. Yes, master. Yes, master. We will punish. Yes, master. Yes, master. All creatures of the supernatural will be broken. And as the main hooded figure stands up and opens their hands to a new world, may it be cleansed in the blood of the heretics. Yes, master. Yes, master. Yes, master. To the new era. To the new era. And on that, we will close tonight's game. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And Whitney, you did so good.
Yeah,
for your
Whitney was
first
so
game.
great.
That was awesome.
So good. That
Hey,
was
we have
really
one last
good.
hydrate before we sign off, guys.
We're thirsty, thirsty, thirsty
Matt, I want to say
for
something.
Theodore in the boys' bathroom.
I
I
feel
was
like
about to say, did we see Tomas's weirdly bunched up pants?
I was
when he,
trying to
came
like.
back
I
into-
mean, yeah, it's you know what, Tomas? I'm actually gonna do you a solid, and I'm gonna roll you something here real quick. It's not easy for Tomas to hide, so it's a thing. They're having some issues.
Man, I wish I could. I was like, all right, think of something like
they
Brian's
seem
grandma, or like
they seem very scared and aroused at the same time, which is even harder. It's just like, what the hell's going on? But
Mhm.
guys, there'll be one more of these things, and
This
then
is-
Kasink,
lies.
Jesus
this is what Danny says before there are 7 more episodes of this particular thing. It's just it's a mini series. It's not a full campaign.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's a miniseries.
The social role playing is really interesting. It's super fun.
Dude, I like
And-
this.
And you know, and
it was great.
and
I
and you
really
see-
wanted like popcorn while I'm watching you guys with the drama.
and that's the thing of it. That's the reason why I like the system is because it is for the drama. It's not all and all that. Nope, it's just simple drama things and all that good stuff of being in high school. And you know, in this moment, a
This is
cult
like,
of people that are trying to kill all the supernatural shit like that. You know,
it's like a
just
good episode of
It's your
Teen Wolf
normal.
meets Vampire Diaries meets Supernatural.
I'll put it to you this way:
Oh
you do
God,
not
the
want.
Winchesters
I
are
was gonna say
coming
you
for
don't
us.
want Winchesters in this bitch. That is like the last thing that
We're
you
gonna
want.
die.
But everyone, thank you so much for enjoying this experience with us. Players, thank you so much for making this such a fucking good one-off. I enjoyed that immensely, and I hope
Fun.
that our viewers enjoyed it just as much as I did. Please, we will go and get a new date for when we will go and finish our intrepid adventure here with all of our teens who pretty much have just shown their hands and now they're on the hunt for their friend's murderer.
I'm going to be wondering if any of the characters caught that Imogen said that Jean is a perfectly good human name.
Ah. I feel like Tomas.
Corinne, I think took it as she like it's perfectly fine. It's not just average. Why are you
It's-
saying that about my name?
It's a normal
Thank
human
you for
name.
the 100 biddies.
Oh, thank
Oh, thank
you.
you, Troy.
And for what it is, I do hope that I did some credit to the sexiness and the straight queerness of this whole fucking system. It's so great. And
I
it's
feel like
so
you're a really
Queerness.
good femdom.
Speaking of queerness,
Daniel.
Oh, thank
Thomas'
you.
friend Brian is the
Thank you, thank
best
you.
thing.
I
A
had
true
an
romance.
I had an idea for Brian from the get-go, and the fact that I'm able to go and use him makes me so happy because I just wanted this big himbo of a man like, because in my mind, Brian looks like Thor, and he's just like this big, burly fucking guy who is so incredibly gay, and I just love it. I love so much of it, and like I said, he tries so hard. He's
If you
trying
need
so hard.
anything, I'll kick his ass, but also I'll talk to him too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's that, and like I said, guys, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us. And frankly, I don't give a fuck. For all of our new subscribers, thank you for watching our content, for letting us go and do fun little stupid things like this. Please check out Monsterhearts. The PDF is very cheap. Buy it, play it with your straight friends, play it with your gay friends, play it with your friends all in the in between. Enjoy it. Enjoy that social structuring. Be the monster fucker that you want to be, because deep in our hearts we truly all are. And with that, we love you. Be safe and take care. Have a good
Don't
night,
forget
everybody.
to join us on Friday for Frostford.
Don't forget to join us for Friday on Froster. And remember, there's nothing wrong with just being a little horny. Night, guys. Have a great night.
Find us
Night,
on
guys.
Friday for Frost.